they didn't think I'd make it out of that setup. When you're sitting in the wreckage of a season that completely broke you, the enemy whispers in your ear that it's your burial ground. But he mistook the isolation for a graveyard, when it was really just a wound for my destiny. Look at me now, I survived it. Listen. Yeah, I survived what was meant to break my soul. I came out of the furnace looking complete and whole. They thought the trauma would permanently check me out, left me in the valley of shadows, drowning in doubt. But the hand of the master pulled me out of the pit. I survived it, and I ain't stopping a bit. Let's open up the archives to Psalm 118. Verse 17 is the legal shield over my screen. I shall not die but live, that's the sovereign decree, and declare the works of the Lord who set my spirit free. The trap was set perfectly, the narrative was spun. They thought my reputation was completely dead and done. But before the execution could touch my inner frame, the Holy Spirit stepped in and put a hedge around the name. Look at Isaiah chapter 4 and 3 verse 2, read the text. When thou passest through the waters, I'll be there for what's next. And through the rivers they shall not overflow your mind. When thou walkest through the fire, no burn shall you find, neither shall the flame kindle upon your beautiful skin. Cause I am the Lord thy God, keeping you clean within. I remember nights when the pressure felt like an ocean wave, drowning in the anxiety, staring straight at the grave. My soul is escaped as a bird out of the fowler's snare. Psalm 144 verse 7, answering my midnight prayer. The snare is broken completely and we are safely delivered, while the enemy stands back, shocked and bitterly withered. They had the cage ready, had the limitations designed, trying to put a permanent lock inside my creative mind. But the trap snapped early and it missed my entire wing. Now I'm soaring back to the high places where the overcomers sing. Brought me up also out of a horrible muddy pit. Psalm 40 verse 2, where the broken casualties sit out of the miry clay, where there was no traction to stand, and set my feet upon a rock, establishing my path by his hand. I remember the sinking feeling of being completely left behind, wrestling with the dark thoughts inside a fractured mind. But you can't keep a child of the kingdom down in the mud, not when the passport papers are fully signed. This is my comfort in my affliction, let the room go still, for your word hath quickened me according to your holy will. Psalm 119 verse 50, when the life was draining out, your promises injected strength and killed every single doubt. They thought the grief would finish what the enemy started, leaving me isolated, bitter and broken hearted. But the survival instinct in my spirit is built divine. I didn't break under the weight because my portion is thine. So let them look at the structure and wonder how it held, how the tree stayed standing when the forest was felled. It's not by human might, not by the wealth in the vault, it's the grace of the King that brought the trauma to a halt. This is the end of the verse half, the atmosphere is clear. 6 verses of survival, and I'm still standing right here. Same emotional soul trapped key, 67 BPM rhythm, but same emotional soul, same same emotional soul. Same emotional soul, trap key. Say. Yeah. They didn't think I'd make it out of that setup. Yeah, they didn't think I'd make it out of that setup. When you're sitting in the wreckage of a season that completely broke you, the enemy whispers in your ear that it's your burial ground. But he mistook the isolation for a graveyard, when it was really just a wound from my destiny. Yeah. Look at me now, I survived it. Listen. Yeah, they didn't think I'd make it out of that setup. When you're sitting in the wreckage of a season that completely broke you, the enemy whispers in your ear that it's your burial ground. But he mistook the isolation for a graveyard, when it was really just a wound for my destiny. Look at me now, I survived it. Listen, yeah, I survived what was meant to break my soul. I came out of the furnace looking complete and whole. They thought the trauma would permanently check me out, left me in the valley of shadows, drowning in doubt. But the hand of the master pulled me out of the pit. Yeah, I survived it, and I ain't stopping a bit. Let's open up the archives of Psalm 118. When you're sitting in the wreckage of a season that completely broke you, the enemy whispers in your ear that it's your burial ground. But he mistook the isolation for a graveyard, when it was really just a wound for my destiny. Look at me now, I survived it. Listen. Yeah, I survived what was meant to break my soul. I came out of the furnace looking complete and whole. They thought the trauma would permanently check me out, left me in the valley of shadows, drowning in doubt. But the hand of the master pulled me out of the pit. Yeah, I survived it, and I ain't stopping a bit. Let's open up the archives to Psalm 118. Verse 17 is the legal shield over my screen. I shall not die but live, that's the sovereign decree, and declare the works of the Lord who set my spirit free. The trap was set perfectly, the narrative was spun. They thought my reputation was completely dead and done. But before the execution could touch my inner frame, the Holy Spirit stepped. I survived what was meant to break my soul. I came out of the furnace looking complete and whole. They thought the trauma would permanently check me out, left me in the valley of shadows, drowning in doubt. But the hand of the master pulled me out of the pit. Yeah, I survived it, and I ain't stopping a bit. Let's bring it to Genesis chapter 50, verse 20 tonight. As for you, you thought evil against me in the dark of the night, but God meant it unto good to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive and clear the blocks from the way. Your sabotage was necessary, your betrayal was the key. It forced me out of my comfort zone and unlocked the real me. If you didn't throw me in the pit, I wouldn't have reached the throne. I survived the very weapons that you thought you owned. Every branch in me that beareth fruit, he purgeth it clean. John 15, verse 2, the deepest cut my spirit is seen, that it may bring forth more fruit when the next season drops, ensuring that the growth of the destiny never permanently stops. The cutting felt like an attack, felt like the end of the line. I didn't realize the Father was just correcting the design. I survived the scalpel, survived the bleeding on the vine, to come out twice as strong in this holy timeline. And a remnant that is escaped of the house of Judah shall take root downward and bear fruit upward for the covenant's sake. Isaiah 37 verse 31, that's the posture of my soul, building up the internal network to keep the future whole. I had to go deep into the quiet where nobody could see, fixing the structural integrity of the spiritual tree. You see the fruit today, but I survived the hidden drought, fighting the silent battles that the world knows nothing about. What shall we then say to these things? Let the ledger respond. If God be for us, who can be against us in the great beyond? Romans chapter 8 verse 31, the ultimate closing code, shattering every limitation on this rugged heavy road. I survived the court of public opinion, survived the corporate knife, because my identity is anchored in the book of life. They tried to revoke my visa, tried to cancel my passport stamp, but you can't evict an ambassador from the heavenly camp. Corinthians chapter 1 verse 10, check the track. Who delivered us from so great a death and keepeth us from going back, in whom we trust that he will yet deliver us through the storm, keeping our identity secure, functional and warm. The deliverance is continuous, the survival is complete. They expected a casualty, but I'm standing on my feet. The weapon formed against me just ran out of mechanical breath, while I'm walking out of the shadows of the valley of death. And they overcame them by the blood of the Lamb, let it ring, and by the word of their testimony, honoring the King. 12 verses of documentation, the evidence is clear as day. The smoke is finally cleared and the blockage just faded away. They thought I was down for the count, thought the story was through, but I survived it, and I'm making everything brand new. Yeah, survived it. Go rewrite the obituary. Tell them the seed broke through the concrete. 12 verses of pure survival, identity intact, heavenly passport sealed. Altar vibes. We don't die in the valley, we just grow.